Hey everyone, it's Lilo, and this week for Credit Tip Tuesday, we're telling you the 10 best money and financial tips you can have as a new university or college student. As always, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you found any of these tips helpful. We post updates to Credit Tip Tuesday every week. Let's face it, being a university student or a post-secondary student in general is tough. There's a lot of things to manage, from being on your own financially, being on your own physically in a new apartment or house or residence, and having a class schedule and classes that are unlike anything you've ever taken before. Many of the obstacles most new post-secondary students face relate to their finances. That's why our list of the 10 tips that you can use to improve your finances or just to stay on track with your finances are essential for success. First, get a secured credit card. Now, secured credit cards are ideal for students because they offer instant or easy approval. It also gives you the ability to set your own limit, which is great if you have no experience with credit, so you can work your way up to being able to manage something that works for both your needs and your lifestyle. Tip 2. You need to set a budget. Now, you've probably heard this from your parents, your guardians, or maybe your high school guidance counselor, but setting a budget is essential for success because it'll help you stay on track with your spending. It's likely if you're in university, you won't be working a full-time job, or you'll be working very minimal hours. That's why it's so important to set a goal for your spending to ensure you stay on track so you do not overspend and you make sure that you're paying your tuition on time and that everything is in order with your spending. We've also compiled a list of what we recommend your budget be for your spending when you're in university. Obviously, things will differ depending on your situation. If you have to pay your tuition versus if you're on scholarship, if you're living at home versus living on residence or an apartment. We give some tips in our blog post, which is linked down below as always. Tip 3. Apply for scholarships and grants. Now, scholarships and grants are different from loans in the sense that they don't have to be paid back. And in Canada, every year, millions of dollars worth of scholarships and grants go unclaimed. Millions of dollars that could be yours if you just apply for them. Many of them have very simple application processes, from just submitting your resume and writing a short statement of interest to some more complex ones that'll take a couple hours or even days of your time. But there's hundreds available that you can use to get money, free money, to help you with your education and your needs in school, whether it be a new textbook, living expenses, or just a new pair of shoes that you're dying to have. Tip 4. Discount programs. Now, discount programs are one of the biggest perks about being a student because companies love to give students deals. Metro grocery stores, select locations offer 10% to 15% discounts for students. Bulk Barn offers discounts to seniors and students on specific days of the week. And many other local businesses in and around university campuses offer perks for students. Take advantage of these because it'll really help you save money in the long run. 10 cents on a cup of coffee every day adds up to be a lot of money at the end of the year. Step 5. Start preparing for school now. So if you're watching this video, you're already well on your way to being prepared for university. You should be doing your research on finance, the city you live in, and just about university life. It's better to be prepared and better to be safe than it is to be sorry. Step 6. Use cash when you go out with friends. Now, this may seem counterintuitive because at Plastk, we want to encourage you to use credit as much as possible. But when you go out with friends and experience nightlife as a university or college student, it can be really easy to overspend, which is why we recommend setting a specific going out budget, for example, $40 a week or $50 a month, for example, and only taking out small portions of that whenever you go out. This way you can stay better on track with your budget and more on track towards your financial goals. Tip 7. Buy in bulk when you can. Or look for deals in penny pinch. If you have roommates, maybe look into getting a Costco card. Costco cards are a small expense, but you can save lots in the long run when you buy things in bulk with your roommates. Roommates are another thing that we'll have to get into in another article, but you can really utilize the person-to-person contact you will have in university or college to make the most out of buying things in bulk to save money. Tip 8. Make as much money as possible in the summer. If you're going into university or in university now, it's likely you'll have a summer that'll last between 2 to 4 to 5 months. Now this is a great opportunity to just work, make as much money as possible. In Canada, on average, students usually make between $15 to $17 an hour, which can add up to be a lot of money if you're working a full-time job. This is the perfect opportunity in the summer when you have little to no responsibilities to save your money so you can have more freedom in university. Speaking from experience, managing a job and full-time classes or even part-time classes is a lot of work. So you should be looking for any ways that you can avoid working in university. But we understand everyone's situation is different, but if it is at all possible, make sure you can reduce the amount of hours worked while on campus and taking classes. Buying secondhand textbooks is the biggest tip we can give you. It's an insider tip from someone that is going into their 4th year of university. Used textbooks are significantly cheaper than buying them new. And finally, tip number 10 is get an on-campus job. Now, that kind of contradicts tip number 8, but if you're in the situation where you need to have a part-time job or a full-time job, campus jobs are perfect. Most likely, your manager will be a student as well or be a university staff member. Now, they will be more likely to understand your class schedule and be able to work your work schedule in with your university classes and be more flexible with you doing work on the job. Now, it'll also be easier if you do have to go to class after or before work because you'll be able to get to your classes and work a lot easier. But if you're interested in looking at a full, in-depth look at what we recommend students do to prepare themselves financially and mentally before starting university, college, or trade school, be sure to check out our blog, which is linked in the bio of this video. See you next time!